Kyle. How was your day?
Good, Mom.
What is your grade looking like in math these days?
Okay, I guess. I have a C-.
How come so low?
I don't know. I'm doing all my work, I promise. I just don't get it.
I just wish I knew how to help. Is there no better way?
Introducing Iron County's standard-based reports in Mastery Connect, where students and parents can pinpoint where students have been successful and where they need more work, including the essential skills of critical thinking and responsibility, or other skills defined by our community as essential for future success.
Let's talk to your teacher.
Hey Kyle. Hi Mrs. Johnson.
Hi Mrs. Smith. We can now pinpoint where Kyle is struggling in math, which is helpful, but how does he have a C- in your class? How is that determined?
Grades in my class are determined the same way all of Kyle's classes are now. We look at all the standards we assess, and the percent of those standards that Kyle meets or exceeds determines the percent you see in the top right. In my class, there are 10 standards assessed, of which Kyle has met or exceeded 7 of them. This makes up that 70%, which turns into a letter grade of C- as usual. He can increase his grade by demonstrating he has met expectations in those standards he is currently approaching or just developing in his understanding. Kyle's grades will be determined based off of the number of standards he meets or exceeds in every one of his classes, so it will be the same in my class.
As it is in my class.
Et ma classe.
And my class. Kyle's grade is determined the same way, even though I assess 20 standards. Here he has met or exceeded 17 out of 20 standards, correlating to 85% or a grade of B. He can improve his grade by demonstrating growth and meeting either of these 3 standards.
I wonder how this works with his GPA for college.
Mrs. Johnson, the counselor will see you now.
Hey, Mrs. Johnson, how can I help you?
Well, I like this new grading system and how it lets me know where Kyle is having success and needs work, and that it is the same in all of his classes, but I am concerned about how this new grading system will affect his GPA for college entrance.
Good question. Traditionally, we have used an average of the points by assignment to determine a letter grade, then average that with other classes to get a GPA, then send that to colleges. Now the percentage of standards met or exceeded in a class determine the letter grade, which makes the report more clear and the grade focused on the learning. Everything else stays in place, so the path to college acceptance shouldn't be altered. As usual, we will compile the letter grades from their classes on a transcript to send to the colleges of their choice. Look for more information as we get closer to piloting this with select schools. We thank you for asking questions and supporting us as we make these improvements to grading and reporting that will benefit the learning of our students.